broke the internet and did something that was like, wow, that was cool for our business. And I put up one single story post where I got 398 people to respond. I've had that happen, but usually it's about something really silly, a parenting thing or wedding dress or congratulating on something. But this was actually people raising their hand and saying, I want the thing that you have that you're selling. And this was super exciting. We teach our students to use organic social media marketing starting out, usually because it's free. You can test things before paying for advertising, and you really can test being a content creator and refining your voice and like not testing things on like a smaller test kitchen before you are putting money and audience behind things. So we built our first business to 7 figures entirely organic. However, I do want to like stick a caveat on that and say that I built an audience between 2013 and 2017 when social media reach was so much different. So if you're struggling to build a large audience today, I probably would not suggest building to 7 figures organically because you are going to struggle, and you can use paid advertising a lot quicker to speed that up. I really think an expert will tell you what they've done. A master will tell you what you should do. So like it's not always applicable, and I always just want to like be careful with those kind of things. But anyway, I think nowadays you should start paid advertising a lot sooner. In fact, I think as soon as you validate your offer, your sales process, you've gotten your LTV above $4,000, then go ahead and run ads. Doesn't matter how quickly you are into your journey. I actually have a whole separate podcast episode on that around like when to run ads that breaks those few things down. But over the last 2 years, actually, coincidentally, my son is exactly 2 years old. So I really think it was when I became a parent that I started to move away from organic social media, and we've just been all ads for the most part in terms of our social media strategy. Like if you look at our IFCA page, and just the way that we get eyeballs, the way that we get attention, we've just gone all in on paid advertising because it's predictable and it's a lot less work from like a dancing bear person. Like you don't have to show up and create content every single day. Hell, some of the ads that we have running that are still doing really well for us, we created like 2 years ago. Imagine creating a piece of content and people continue to see it for 2 years. I mean, some of them, I think even 3 years. And so, yeah, you have to test new creatives and things like that. But anyway, we've been all ads. And just recently I realized I'm like, that's kind of silly, right? Because like if we can get clients for free, why wouldn't we? If we can get attention for free, why wouldn't we? I have an audience of organic followers that I've built and I'm not using it. And if ads are bringing in eyeballs, you can nurture them a lot faster with organic content and convert those eyeballs sooner. So your organic really does help your paid. It started just recently going, I need to get back into the organic content creation game and thinking more like this. And it was cool because I had a really big hit and payoff of dopamine as soon as I started thinking like that. So there's going to be absolutely no gatekeeping here in this podcast. I'm going to read for you word for word what I posted. I'm going to give you an example of how you can do it for your business. And then I'm going to break down like psychologically why it worked to the degree that it did. So the other day I posted on my story this, and it said, fuck it, we're having our best month ever in business and I'm feeling generous today. I'm going to share our exact viral video sales script that we've only shared live in a room with 80 of our paying clients. One of our students used it that very day. And one of our students used the day we taught it and got 8,000 comments on our post, DM me viral and I'll send it to you. And so I did this, and I'm going to break down that for you and kind of tell you why it worked like that. And like I said, give you an example, but I did this on a day where I'd already let my stories run out for the day. If you've never tried that little tactic, it works. Let your stories run out for 24 hours, post something and make it the only thing that you post for another 24 hours. So I did that. And this story got almost 11,000 views, which is about 3 to 3.5 times more than what I would typically get just from doing that and the engagement and stuff. It just threw it into the algorithm. So let me walk back and explain. The reach helped, but like this framework right here, I'm like, oh, this is golden. This is repeatable. We're going to do this again. It's going to get more people to raise their hand, and we're going to give this framework to our students. And I guess I'm giving it to you for free today on the podcast. But that first line, that fuck it, we've had our best month ever in business and I'm feeling generous. A couple reasons that works. The hook and an opportunity. Feeling generous, I'm going to give you something. People, they turn their listening ears on. I've had the same success in another post that I made in our Facebook group, and the hook was really similar. It said something along the lines of like, I was going to do this as a giveaway, but fuck it, I'll just give it to everyone who comments on this post. It's people thinking like, oh, some people have to pay for this thing and I'm going to get it right now. Like they want it regardless of what it is. They're just excited that you're giving away something for free when you frame it in such a way. So that type of hook, I was going to charge for this, but screw it, I'm just going to give it to you. It's my birthday month, so here you go. I'm going to give you something that people usually have to pay for. Like because we're having our best month in business ever, I'm feeling generous. So the next line, I'm going to give you our exact viral video sales script. The reason this works really well is exclusivity, because I said, we've only shared it one time in a room with 80 of our paying clients, the exclusivity, but it's also a great offer. Like if you don't have a great offer, nobody's going to jump to that. People want viral type content. This is a free offer that we're giving away, and I'll get into that strategy in a minute. Inside of IFCA, we really help you. The first thing we do is help you craft your offer, because if you don't have an offer that makes people feel stupid for saying no to, you're not selling your coaching. Like you can't sell fat loss. You can't sell macro tracking unless you have a huge audience, or like you're the special, unique person, the best coach in the world type of thing. You need an offer that is different, unique, stands out. Talk about offers a million times on this podcast. This is an example of a free offer that does really, really well. And so inside of IFCA, we help our students craft really 3 offers: free offer, a core front end offer, and a back end offer. So you need a free offer to get a little bit of value in people's hands, to get people to raise their hand. And your free offer still has to be good. You can't just say things like, I'm going to help you have healthier habits. DM me habits. Like, again, unless you have so much trust and so much authority, that just doesn't work. It has to be appealing. It has to be sexy. So the offer and the exclusivity. And then the next line, I said one of our students used this the day we taught it and got 8,000 comments. Right there, social proof. So far the formula has been have a great hook, have a great offer, use some exclusivity, use some social proof. And then finally the call to action was DM me viral and I'll send it to you. This is a really easy call to action with really easy instructions. Even just the word viral, super simple. Send me with this one word right here on the post. Like in a story, it's nice because they are seeing in the story and the comment section's at the very bottom. On a feed post, if they're having to go DM you, they're having to click on your profile, go to your DMs, DM you, which just adds just enough friction to make people not want to do it. So I found that to just be really easy. So I wanted to apply this an example of like, how could you use this in your fitness business? And I threw together this example today for a very like general offer. I don't even think it's that good. If you have a really great offer that it's just more nuanced and is more like, oh my gosh, this solves my problem, it could be even better than this. But here's what I came up with. Feel free to use this in your own business, because like I said, it works like a charm. And then I'll break down what you do after you get all these leads rushing in. So here's the example. You could say, fuck it. Our clients have collectively lost 30 pounds this month, and I'm feeling really generous today. I'm going to share our exact metabolic boosting cheat sheet that we've used with 20 of these women. This is the same process our clients use to finally break through fat loss plateaus when everything else they've tried doesn't work. DM me metabolism and I'll send it to you. See how that's following kind of the same framework. You have some social proof in there. You have exclusivity in there. You have a really easy call to action in there. You have a good offer in there, metabolic boosting cheat sheet. So you can see how if you have different free offers and free resources, especially, you can do this over and over and over. In IFCA, we have done for you free offers, like even our metabolic boosting cheat sheet is one. I mean, we give you the deliverable, we give you the funnel, we give you the landing page, we give you the pipelines from the leads start coming in. So really so much of this is done for you, plug and play for a lot of our students. But you can see how you can come up with different ones, right? Like we have a few examples that we give. We have totally done for you. And then we have other ones that like you can modify. But if you had a bunch of free resources, you could do this over and over and over and over. But what's the value in doing this over and over and over? Like, why am I so excited that I got 398 people who wanted a free thing? Like that doesn't really help me, right? It doesn't benefit the business. Oh boy, but it does. Because that's like the number one strategy, in my opinion, to gain trust and allow yourself to actually bring in paying customers. But what do you do after that? Well, you give them the free thing, right? They pop into your DMs, they want the free thing. And you can do this through like our software, for example. We have like AI chatbots that deliver the free thing automatically. And then you can come in after the fact so that it's like speed to these. Like, it'll deliver it within whatever amount of seconds you set it up to, 3 seconds, 10 seconds, 30 seconds, doesn't matter. Deliver the free thing. And then the AI chatbot can have a message that's something along the lines of, hey, here's your thing. Erin will pop back in. I'm an AI bot. Erin will pop back in here in a minute when she gets some time. So deliver the thing, get in their hands quickly. Don't wait to respond to these types of DMs. Now, of course, if you're just getting started and you get 20 DMs, just be in the DM. You can also just be in the DMs and just respond to these things. But if you're getting high volume, if you get 400 like me, you don't want to just sit there and respond all day. And if you use this strategy, you will get a lot. This is where the software can be really beneficial. Software, then you can even set it up on sequences to like send further things out and send other messages. But what we find to be the most effective is get a human in there, whether that's you or a setter, and start the conversation about why they wanted the free thing or their goals, their fat loss goals, where they're at currently. Or you can jump right to pitching a call. So we've been split testing, and it just kind of depends on, where you're at, what your calendar availability looks like, your capacity to just take sales calls, take on clients, your capacity to sit in the DMs and have conversations all day, you might just try something like, hey, name, here's your sheet, or here's your whatever they requested. In this case, was the metabolic boosting cheat sheet. You can say something like, it's a little tricky to navigate and know how it applies to you specifically. I have some spare time this week. If you want to hop on the phone for 10 minutes, I can walk you through it. Now, if you put that in the AI chatbot, that's a little bit sleazy in my opinion, because it's like, you want to just reveal, hey, this is a bot, this is not a human. I would come back in right after the fact as the human and just say that and say, hey, immediately, you want to hop on the phone? That would work. But now, like, if you don't have tons of availability to hop on the phone, then go ahead, have the conversations, sort through who's a good lead, who's not a good lead, and get the most qualified people on the phone. From there, then you would have a rapport call. So just a rapport call where you're just asking about the person's goals, why they wanted the metabolic cheat sheet in the first place. We have inside of IFCA, we have a whole script and whole template about what this rapport call looks like. And from there, you then decide, is this person in enough pain to make a change? If so, let's pitch the sales call. So let's move them on down the funnel. Let's change their freaking life. So that's why this is so exciting, because I know if we get 400 people to say, give me that thing, then we start many conversations. We bring awareness to their problems in their business, but many of them, a certain percentage of them, will end up on the phone with us chatting about IFCA, and many of them will join IFCA, will have the ability to change their life. And it usually happens because they get the free thing in their hands and they go, oh gosh, this is so helpful. This free thing is more helpful than the paid things that I've paid for in the past. So what if I paid you, like your company, to help me with this? That's the thought process of the consumer, because the reality is just everyone on the internet is begging for attention these days, and we have to earn it, right? We have to earn people's trust. So get people a result or an epiphany that makes them go, oh man, that was really valuable. That was so valuable for free. Wonder what's on the other side if I pay for that. Or man, that was so valuable for free that what if I really like these people now and I trust them and I'd like to enter into a, coaching relationship with them, comparing them to the 10 other fitness coaches that I follow. That's how the consumer starts to think. So that's why this type of stuff is really, really, really important. So hope you got some value out of this, guys. Go ahead, steal this exact framework, post it on your social media, and let me know how it does for you.